If you get pain in your ankle on the rowing machine, this is the video for you. So the first thing I want you to pay attention to is actually where in your ankle are you feeling pain? Are you feeling it in the front, like it feels like it's in the joint and it just can't compress anymore? Or are you feeling it more like in the back Achilles area or even on the sides? Paying attention to where you feel it can actually tell you a lot. For this video, it's kind of overly general for all of those areas. However, the front and the back are going to be impacted the most by these changes on the rowing machine and are more likely to be the cause of some of it, if that's where you're feeling it. If you're feeling it in a different area, let me know in the comments below and I'd be happy to make a video or direct you to a video that I have. When it comes to ankle pain and rowing, not a lot of people actually get discomfort for their ankles when they're in the back finish position. However, it can happen, so if that's the case, let me know. But for the most part, it's usually from the front catch position. And what's happening is we're either over compressing to a motion that we don't have in our ankle, or we're trying to overstretch the Achilles area or our calf muscles to a position where, again, they just don't have that range of motion. It's also possible that maybe you're like me and you've had some surgeries or you've got a joint and it was broken or something like that, where you just don't have as much motion as you'd like, and it's from that joint itself. That's usually what causes the pinching in the front position, is just not having that motion. So the biggest compensation and way to fix that, which is a good compensation to do, is honestly don't go as far. Go to where is comfortable before you get that pinch or that pull in the back. Now, one thing that you can do is lower your foot straps. If you go down to a lower, I've got this one high and this one low, so if I look off, that's why. If I go to a lower position, I can actually come a little bit farther forward before getting to that same ankle range of motion that I would be at if I was up here. It just changes the range a little bit and takes some of that pressure off. You could try going up higher if you want. It's more likely to make it more difficult. However, everybody's body is different, and somebody one day that might be more comfortable. So play with the position for your foot plate. The next thing that actually might help you is some people having a slightly rotation outwards can help them. And I have a video on squatting and foot position in the rowing machine, and I'd recommend checking that out. If you happen to walk with your feet a little bit pointed, rotated and pointed out to the side, then that can impact at your ankle as well. So if your ankle's not used to getting this position because it's usually rotated out, changing it so that your feet are out a little bit can help with that. And I check out that video because I show you how you can adapt the machine to get yourself in that position. So another thing that actually could be causing ankle pain is if you are overusing these foot straps. And usually this will present as either shin pain, front ankle pain if it's not the joint, or top of the foot into the toes. And what happens usually is it means that we are overusing the straps. So what it looks like is while I'm rowing, when I get back into the finish position, my toes end up coming up like this. And let me row a little bit harder so you can kind of see it and try to do that. And every time you can see my toes are coming up. Now I am literally holding myself to the machine by these muscles here, my tibialis anterior and my tibialis posterior, and even a little bit of my extensor hallucis. But I am holding myself here by using these muscles. And if you can actually see in my shoe, my toe is popping up. This is really heavily working my toe muscle. So if we don't want that to happen, there's something we can do. But I want to show you another way that it actually might be compensated. So that might not only be happening when we're on the drive part, but it might be happening on the recovery as well. If I have my toes up, I can actually literally push really, and I'm going really slow on purpose. I can literally pull myself forward by bringing this to my strap. And I can get myself to about here until I'm ready to get my foot more flat because I've lost ankle mobility and flexibility to keep it there. So now I have to be flat. And then I start to use my other muscles to bring myself forward. So that's not only overusing the straps here, but it's also using them to bring me forward. If that is something that you're doing, I recommend taking your feet out of the straps and rowing strapless. Take about 10 to 15 strokes without these straps on, and this is going to teach you to be more connected to the machine and is going to help your numbers on the rowing machine. Please, on the first stroke, don't go all out intense power. You might fly off of the rowing machine and it hurts. So go nice and gentle, just get into that movement. And honestly, some people row their entire row strapless while they're trying to get this down and learn to connect to the machine. So to be honest, with the ankle, that's pretty much the gist of it. In the next video, I'm gonna go over exercises and mobility things that you can do to work on the ankle flexibility and mobility. So you might wanna check that out. Hit the little subscribe button if you want notification of when that comes out. And if this was helpful, please hit that thumbs up. Lets me know that I'm making content that's useful for you all. And yeah, that is ankle and rowing. So happy rowing, everybody.